Here comes the man in the suit. It's a legend. It's Brian Cruz. Kruse Control Show. Kruse Control Show. Kruse Control Show. Kruse Control Show.
Finger. Live from Los Angeles, it's Monday and time for Kruse Control. Here's your host, Brian Kruse.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Monday, November 4th, 2024. Welcome back to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I'm your host as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back everybody. Hope you had a great weekend. You got a lot of stuff done. You just had a fantastic time. And it was a positive, inspiring weekend. And you're excited about this week. And it's going to be a crazy week. We know it's going to be a crazy week. And it always was a Kruse Control. It's always crazy. It's crazy in life. It's crazy because of ups and downs, lefts and rights. It's crazy because of our guests, our people, the news. There's a lot going on, but appreciate you as always. Happy Monday. Can't wait to have this fucking show start. So I just lost Amazon. Appreciate you all being here and joining me back, everybody. My co-host, you love her. Everyone back, Miss Angela Costello.
Walking down the street, pretty woman.
Kinda like to
me, pretty woman.
Woo! How's it going, Angela?
Hi. Like that? I feel like my leg kind of like judging.
That was great. What's up, Captain Action?
You gotta put that on there. Like,
that was awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
How's your weekend been?
What's that?
How was your weekend?
Oh, you know, crazy. Always something happening in my life. It was, you know, all right. Some, you know, yo-yos, ups and downs, and kind of, you know, life things that life throws at you, right? That can get a little dodgy sometimes, but you know, we work through them. So, anyway, glad to be back today and with you and having fun. Sorry, I missed Friday, so.
We missed you, but we're happy to have you back. It's good to see you. Really good to see you, and I hope you had, you know, it's good. It's Monday now, though. We have it's a new week. It's a new week.
Got like
a new aerodynamic look.
Yeah, it's like
I was
trying, like you're like very
just trying something else.
Yeah, I like it. That's good.
It's for the birthday haircut. It's a birthday haircut. What's up, Queen? Good to see you too. Racer X. I know. I'm saying we've got Racer X back. Racer X is awesome. Been here a lot too, and also we got Dr. Henry Jackal. Welcome to Kruse Control. Queen, welcome again. Good to see you all. Jackal. What did I say? What did I say, GR? Oh, I don't know what I'm saying sometimes, guys. Who knows? I don't know what comes out of my mouth most of the time. So thank you all for being here. And good to see Angela. We're going to have a great time tonight. And you also, we know he's here. We heard him. We know he's here. Of course, it couldn't be any day on Kruse Control if the Thirsty Daddy wasn't here. Mr. GR Waters. What's up, GR?
Good to be here again.
Yeah. Here he is. The Thirsty Daddy is rocking and rolling. Getting some stuff going on, man. How was your weekend, GR?
As I say every Monday, too short.
Yeah, it really is. It goes by way too fast, doesn't it, GR?
Amen to
Thirsty
that,
Thirsty Daddy. Who you daddy, Thirsty Daddy?
Peppy's always happy to see you.
It's gotta be you, Peppy.
Good to see you, GR. Excited about tonight's Monday.
Always. I love Mondays.
I love Monday.
And for the new people out there, we also have the Pep Star here. Peppy, how you doing?
Yeah.
Well, I'm asking you, how are you doing? You feeling good today, huh, Pep Star?
That H2O has got me tipsy.
Are you drink? It's not H2O, that's vodka, Peppy. You should be stopped drinking on a Monday. It's Monday, man.
Hit me with the breaking news.
Okay, I'll hit you with that breaking news. All right, well, thank you for being here on Kruse Control, everybody. Thank you. Happy Monday. We're going to just a small crew tonight, which is always fun sometimes. A little bit of a intimate group, which I love, which we haven't had a chance to do for a long time here. So thank you all for being here. Angela, GR, as always, appreciate you. Hope you're ready for to kick some breaking news action tonight. What do you think?
Let's do it. Go for it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Let's get in this thing.
We're satisfied.
I'm always excited, but it doesn't matter if I'm excited, if you're excited, Peppy's excited, if Peppy just poops something out, if it's a Monday, a Wednesday, a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday, any week, there's always one thing going down Kruse Control, everybody, and that is a lot of breaking news. Come on. All right, the very first thing we'll talk about is the box office weekend. Now, Venom, it's still making money. $26.1 million this weekend. Overall, $317 million plus. Which again, at a $120 million budget, it's not too bad. They expected much more of this, especially being the third one, hoping to make this big breakthrough. But again, I feel like what they did with this movie, they should have known better. I mean, it still does well. It makes its money back, which is great. I hope Tom Hardy comes back to play Venom again to fight Spider-Man. I'm not too sure. Also, Here came out, which I wanted to see really bad. And it's only made $5 million, guys. For the likes of Tom Hanks. I mean, and when we got the cast here, it just doesn't make any sense. Zemeckis coming back here. I mean, the whole Forrest Gump team again coming back at a $50 million budget. Robin Wright, you think it would make more money, and unfortunately it fell flat. And also another movie that, again, The Conclave came out, and that made $20 million budget, made $6.5 million. So a bit better, but still not great for the box office because everything is going to streaming, hence why Netflix has worked out their deal again with Universal, continue, then renew their licensing deal because this is the world we live in. Now, it is for animated feature films, for Illumination, for DreamWorks, and also now they're going to incorporate live action Universal projects and focus on bringing them in 2027 to Netflix. Now, of course, they'll go to Peacock first, and they'll have within 8 months, 10-month window, then they have to come over to Netflix, and at that point, they will stick around for another 10 months during that time before they go back to Peacock. So the idea is they're going to work out this deal so more content goes to Netflix and has more stuff from Universal. This is what they're doing. Always deals. WB is doing the same thing with Tubi and Netflix as well. There's a lot of DC stuff there too. These are the deals they work out because that's the future, everybody. That's the future because cinema's having a big problem. Ask Christopher Nolan. He loves it so much. He's going to keep fighting it though, guys, because Chris Nolan has new technology for IMAX he's working out for his next feature film. I'm not saying what it is. They're just saying it's developing some kind of new equipment they're going to use. Never before seen equipment for his next movie coming out July 17, 2026 with Tom Holland and with Matt Damon. And we don't have any idea for this premise yet. Wait to find out. Matt Damon, everybody. Matt Damon. We love Nolan. I mean, at least I love Nolan. I know we had a big fight about that here and that. We're going to fight a conversation about Nolan's work and what he's brought to the business. I love him so much, but he'll never give up on the cinema, and I love that too. Just like Ridley Scott will never give up on the Alien franchise. And now it's officially happening. He's announced he's doing another Alien movie. Now, nobody is going to theaters anymore. You're right, Captain Action. Nobody goes. The numbers are going down every time a new movie comes out. But of course, Alien did pretty great. Romulus, and this is something we talked about for a while, that this was this movie with Ridley Scott. He's working on something. It's supposed to be, what I've heard from the rumors, is a sequel to the Prometheus franchise. He wants to do a third one of those. Covenant came out, and then this is supposed to come out now. Now, he hasn't officially said that's what it is. People are speculating he's going to work on Romulus too, or maybe he'll be involved with the TV series, but it is a feature film that he's going to be producing after Gladiator. He's got Gladiator 2. He's working on Gladiator 3. It could be a while till you get this movie, but he's not giving up on Alien, which is great because cinema is changing. Ask Judd Apatow. Judd Apatow says now, if it bleeds, it leads. That's what he's saying about studios productions coming forward because he says it's changed a lot. Everything is down scrolling, he's saying. Down scrolling because, or doom scrolling, I should say. It's doom scrolling. They don't want to just, they don't want to shut out everything. They want to shut everything out. They're obsessed with things being intense and big and vulgar and over-sexualized, he's saying. And that's what they're trying to do at theaters and with movies nowadays. They're changing the whole aspect. These low rom-coms and stuff like that, those are going away. That's why everything you see on streamers and stuff has the biggest star in the world, or it's about a serial killer, because that's what sells these days, and that's the studios are going for. And he says a thriller, or hypersexual, and that's not what he does. He's really upset about that. He wants more of these small, intimate love stories and rom-coms, but they're just not happening anymore because the business is changing. Look what's selling. The Pooniverse and Pinocchio, of course, that's what's selling. And here's our first look at Pinocchio and the Pooniverse, everybody. Which, again, if you haven't heard about this, it's Winnie the Pooh franchise world, Blood and Honey. And they have, like, Tinkerbell coming on doing meth with Peter Pan. That's happening. And we're going to have this evil Pinocchio coming, too. Crazy stuff in this world. They're all going to cross-promotionalize into their Avengers team up. We talked about this show multiple times. But here's your very first look at Pinocchio being voiced by Freddy Krueger himself, Robert Englund, which is insane to me. Of course they're going to get him involved with this finally. He's involved with this Pooniverse world. This whole team is pushing him forward, the Pooniverse. Yes, that's what they're calling it. Yeah, because Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I know, every time I say it, I just have to keep saying it because that's what they're calling it, the Pooniverse. And Pinocchio will be fighting off some people and killing people in the Pooniverse, so he's an evil Pinocchio. Mickey Mouse will probably be in there. We got that Bambi, the Reckoning coming. That's involved with this world too. A lot of different fairy tale creatures coming to life since the rights have come out after all the 100 years passed. Now things are going to public domain, and now you're getting the Pooniverse running forward. But this can exist. But everybody, who can't exist? Jessica Rabbit, because she's too hot? What's going on with that, guys? Because Robert Zemeckis was talking about how we haven't got a Who Framed Roger Rabbit 2 because Disney says that she's too hot. She's too hot to be on in the movies. Which, again, guys, I love that as a kid. Come on. Who did not love Jessica Rabbit? Who did not love this shit? Round of applause, Jessica Rabbit. What Zemeckis said, they have the script written for Who Framed Roger Rabbit 2. He says it's fantastic. It's as good as the first one, if not better. 35 years later, they're ready to rock and roll with it. But Disney will not push this forward because Jessica Rabbit is a big part of it. He said even at the if you go to the studios and stuff like that, or you go to Disney World, they put a trench coat on her. Like, what? Let them fly. Let the girls fly, everybody. Let Jessica Rabbit be who she is. Let her dominate, little teens' eyes and adults that are just also, there with their children. I'm just saying that she's fantastic. And the idea would be a continuation of the original Who Framed Roger Rabbit, picking right up where it was. And too sexy. People can't handle it, Touchy Ghost. They can't handle it. And unfortunately, Disney will not let her come out. The mouse cannot handle her, even though I think the mouse be all over this shit. That's what I'm saying. But they're more about over the mouse, of course, at the Marvel stuff. And Agatha has officially ended. Agatha all along. In the last 8 and 9 episodes, those episodes dropped 4.6 million views for the 8th episode, and the 9th went to 3.9 million views. So it's still doing pretty well for Disney. This series did great. I think it was weird at the end. If you ask me, I was excited about this series, but then it's like, I'm going to say some light spoilers. What's up? Good to see you, Sean, too. Been too long, man. A round of applause for Sean. But, like, she becomes like a ghost at the end, and we're setting up the Wiccan thing, which is, it's this whole new spiral into the witch lore with the Scarlet Witch's son, and I guess Agatha is a ghost, and they're going to go out and find his brother. Guys, I don't really care for Wiccan. You tell me if you like him. I just don't really care for him. It got a little bit too big for me. And I enjoyed his character till he put the suit on. And I'm like, all right, whatever. But maybe I'm a traitor to Marvel, everybody. But Traitors is coming as well. Well, of course, finally the next season is coming out January 9th. Season 3 will premiere with Alan Cumming coming back. I love this guy. Who doesn't love him? Speaking about superheroes, he was so good in X-Men, guys. Great Nightcrawler, and he's awesome on this show. So who's going to be the traitor this season? We'll have to find out. But this is the days of our lives when it comes to movies and TV. But Days of Our Lives is having one more season. The 61st season is coming out. Oh my God, 60th seasons already? 15,000 episodes? GR, that's a freaking lot. That's a lot of Days of Our Lives. So I would say everybody stay at home from the time of 10:30 in the morning to 11:30, wherever it airs now, are loving this. So never will stop. Queen, I think Agatha was good. I thought it was fun how it started off. And I just feel like the ending was it's like a big setup for something else that I wasn't sure I wanted to see. That's where I'm at. That's all I'm saying. Ellen Cumming was an amazing chimpanzee show on HBO. I didn't know about that, Mike. Touchy Ghost. Couldn't know about that. But I did know that it is Diddy's birthday today, everybody. And Diddy is sitting in jail. Happy birthday, Diddy. Woof. For all the Diddy buddies out there, happy 55th to Diddy, who was offered either his choice of cheese, pizza, salad, or pasta for his birthday today with the option of a breakfast cake and some potatoes. Right? I mean,
what he wanted with Bubba first.
he got his morning breakfast, that's for sure. But yeah, that's what's in that water right now. GHB with a hint of Diddy juice. But a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. Round of applause for no round of applause. I'm gonna say this for the Diddy thing. We talk about Diddy a lot. We get the intro credits now about Diddy. It's just fucked up. It is, and I really think that his just desserts are coming forward this 55th birthday. That's all I'm saying. And honestly, for everybody out there that was a victim or has put themselves out there, we applaud you. And allegedly, these are all allegations, but we'll have to see what happens. Over 50 people, it's a lot of people, children. There's a lot of allegations. So I think we'll find out if Diddy did it or not pretty soon. Come May, when that trial comes out, I can't wait to see what happens, everybody. There's a lot going on. Right, Peps?
Well, I'm on fire.
Yes, you are on fire, Peppy. You always are. But thank you all for being here. So much breaking news.
On in.
I know. So much breaking news. Diddy seems like a fine fellow by the looks of him. I'm not sure about that. Right there it does, but not sure, man. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. We're not.
But Angela,
fan. Yeah, like
it's I think there's a lot of people saying, "Don't touch me there" when it comes to Diddy.
I mean, literally, don't touch anyone there. Like,
yeah,
right. Keep it, gotta scale back on that one.
And I hear about a lot of these people don't like dogs too, Angela, that have come to these Diddy parties. You hear about that?
Wait, what was that? They don't
like dogs. A lot of these Diddy people don't like dogs.
I'm suspicious of people who don't like dogs.
I agree, Peppy. I agree. I don't really know that.
I do too, Peppy, but I think it's probably because dogs can sense like gross people that are scary and doing icky things. So maybe that's why. Maybe he didn't want like a dog like and biting off his junk. I don't know. Like,
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
No one has time for that.
Dogs in there, like, because they do, like, they get like, they can sense like bad situations, right? So I think maybe that's why. Maybe Diddy didn't want like, too bad a couple pit bulls couldn't have been there, but.
And I feel like the dogs wouldn't wear stilettos like Diddy likes, so that was probably a problematic issue that happened too,
Right. They probably wouldn't wear the slippers that were given so you could go into the house and have access. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
a lot of breaking news. Everybody. And I do want to say this. Thank you all for being here. If there's new people here, because we broke the 4,000 subscriber barrier today. So we're at 4,151 subscribers right now. That number keeps going up because of you. And thank you for supporting Kruse Control. It means a lot to us. I was hoping to get 4,000 for my birthday. Let's get 5 before my birthday. I don't know if that's possible, but maybe.
40.
Maybe. What's up, Lexi?
40 to 40.
Yeah, right. 40,000. We can do 40,000 in the next week.
3,000 people around. Come on, like tell your friends, your mom, your chinchillas, your friend, your babies, your.
Tell the chinchillas and the beavers and the babies and everything else out there. Yeah, tell them.
Dogs, your neighbors. You've got it. You guys got this. Come on.
Get it out there. We believe in you. We believe in you. Round of applause for everybody out there again. And thank you all for being here. We got a lot going on right now, as always, on Kruse Control. So now it's that time for everybody to have that 1 minute on the clock. Give me what to say. Is there hot takes? Let's do it. All right, now it's time for those hot takes. This is the time to put 1 minute on the clock, and all my guests get 1 minute to break down all their hot takes on all the latest breaking news. Now, can they make it for that bomb blows up, or will they not? And I'll have to do this to them. I'll give them one of these, but that doesn't matter because it comes down to you as the audience, and you tell us who is the winner of Hot Takes for this Monday edition, November 4th, 2024. It's time to go to the panel. Come on, it's Hot Take time, everybody. Woo! Now this is either gonna be like, is this mano a mano, one-on-one? GR versus Angela tonight? Like, what's happening right now?
I know it is. I guess so, huh? That's how it's getting stacked up. I'm like moving my table.
It's some stacked actors right now. I do a little adjustment for you too, Angela.
Where am I going? I'm not in the frame. No,
we're moving and shaking.
We're moving, we're grooving, we're shaking, we're baking. All right.
We're hot taking.
We're hot taking.
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
I know. Look at that one. Little rhymer.
Hot takes. I mean, I could do hot takes today, I guess, too. I don't know if that's something we do, but
you can. You got an opinion, right? Just because you break it.
I kind of already did do it, but maybe we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll start out here.
Okay. What do you?
Do you want to go first, or
should we ask the peeps what they think?
We can ask the peeps if they want to see me do it. I can do it too.
Okay.
But we'll put that out there.
Do you want to see Brian do hot takes or no?
Yeah, let us know. Yeah. While you're deciding, Angela, do you want to go first or send over to the thirsty parched papa, daddy?
That's fine. I can go. I'll just I'll run through it.
I'm feeling a little
run through it.
parched.
It means like I have to have no breath. I have to just go and like fast, quick, and easy.
That sounds like Pepe's typical Friday night.
Probably a lot of people, Friday nights.
Diddy did it.
Let's just roll it. Let's do it. Put that bomb on.
All right, Angela. Here we go. Make this happen. It's a Monday. It's an exciting time. We're starting the week off right. It's time for some hot takes. All right, I believe in you. You got this. Whew. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Okay, Venom. Obviously, their fans love it. Know their franchise. Here, I think, is a slow burn, but more word of mouth will help it out. Netflix Universal, awesome. I think it's great to kind of continue the family audience on that. Christopher Nolan kind of making new strides with IMAX. That's going to be kind of an interesting with Matt Damon in Holland. Matt Damon! That's what I meant to say. Okay, so Ridley Scott, I'm totally open to that. Love Aliens franchise. I know it's a little dodgy, but it'll be great. I have hope for him. I know he'll do good. Judge Apatow, yes, everything's about it bleeds. So I agree with him. We're oversexualizing a lot. Let's go into Pinocchio. Puccino, whatever.
Pinocchio.
Anyways, let's see. I want Agatha to go on. Yes. Days of Our Lives. That's crazy. 60,000 episodes. Diddy in jail. I don't care if it's his birthday. And Roger Rabbit. That's okay. Let's do it. Bring her back.
Yeah. Great hot takes.
I did not do this over like.
How's it feel, Angela?
I don't know. I think it's passed out at the end. I have no idea what I was saying.
Great hot takes. Great hot takes.
It's
Great hot takes.
The best you're gonna get.
Hey, that was great. That's what I gotta say. That was awesome. Congratulations.
Love it or leave it.
I think it's some great hot takes. Round of applause. One more time. Great hot takes. Thirsty Daddy? Thirsty Daddy. Oh, Thirsty Daddy. How you feeling?
Oh, yeah.
Thirsty Papa.
He's feeling that good, everybody. Let's send it over to the Thirsty Daddy here. All right, GR. You ready? This is the first one of the week. First hot takes of November. You feeling good about this?
Oh, I'm nervous after watching that performance.
Oh, gosh, I know.
You get that twinkle.
How could you ever? I was barely breathing.
making it happen.
One huge breath, like just run with it. Run like hell.
Peppy, this is gonna be good, man. Peppy's doing his stuff. What do you think, GR? You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, GR. I believe in you. You got this. I know it's November. The Thirsty Daddy's excited though. It's hot take time. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Box office blues, yeah, they're dying. We got to figure out how to get them back in the seats. Netflix and Universal, good for the flicks. Nolan, new tech, where's it going to go? Who knows? Scott in another movie about my ex-wife, who cares? Bleeding Breed, very accurate. Pinocchio, please, they ruined all the childhood stories. No new Jessica, what a ripoff. Agatha, don't care. Missed the first, all of it so far. Traitors 3, Season 3, haven't seen Season 1 yet. It's my last 61 years, almost my age. And Diddy at a party? Bubba must have chosen his meal.
Oh, GR! And he's got time to spare, but everybody, he's got those hot takes. Congratulations, GR! How's it feel, GR?
It feels great. That was a fun group of villains, especially I got to talk about the ex-wife and not get shot at.
Yeah, you got a lot to put in there. Great hot takes, GR. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do hot takes or. I mean, it's kind of one-on-one. I kind of like the one-on-one thing.
Queen said it was up to her and I. So
okay.
Yeah. Wait, GR, did you say I hope your last meal was spaghetti? What did she say?
no,
Your
I
last
remember
birthday
my
meal.
last meal.
Not your last meal, but like your birthday meal. Did you say I hope it was mush or spaghetti? I
don't know what's happening over here.
I don't know. Like we were talking about what didn't he have an? Were you joking when he said he had an option of like what was it, salad and pizza?
That's a real thing. That was a real thing.
Oh, okay,
A piece of cheese pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, a salad, a potato. It's a potato.
Potato.
I think he probably. I would think
that must be what Bubba wants.
She earned the Bubba. Yeah. I think he would probably do the pizza. I would think. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it. Like, what else are you gonna do?
If you were in prison, what would you want to eat? Pizza.
I feel like that prison pizza can't be that great.
I don't know if it's like Totino's or I don't want to make anything bad. Like but I'm just thinking
it's definitely not DiGiorno.
It's not DiGiorno. It's not Haggis. It's not like anything pretty decent if you're going to throw one in there.
Cardboard with some ketchup on it. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. We could ask like somebody.
Should we just do one-on-one? Maybe we just do one-on-one today. What do you say?
What?
I guess it's up to you, right? If I'm going to do hot takes or not.
Oh.
That's what Queen said, right?
Well, that's what Queen said. It was one-on-one.
It's up to
one-on-one.
Well, what do you want to do, Brian? Oh, it's one-on-one, just me and GR. Okay.
That's what Queen's saying, right? One-on-one, that's it.
Touchy Ghost said it's probably the same as school pizza. I would agree. I mean, it has that like weird cross for Diddy.
Hopefully it's like an octagon. I used to have the octagon pizza in high school. Remember that?
Thing. Yeah, the square pizzas. Like, even there is actually a square pizza, but a hexagon Mexican pizza was incredible. Yeah,
that's right. I started the poll, everybody, so please vote it up. Great hot takes. Yeah, that pizza though. I don't know if that's prison pizza.
I actually think they're all from the same. Like they're getting their food from all the same places. Like the cafeteria lunches and the prison, they're all getting food from the same vendor.
They probably are. Angela, let me ask you about this Pinocchio thing, though, too. We've been talking about the Puniverse quite a bit. So, what do you think about this evil Pinocchio that's going to go around trying to become a real boy and murdering people along the way? Does that make sense? Do you think that's going to do well?
I mean, if you're into horror, yeah, I think it's going to like definitely snag some eyeballs because it's kind of, to me, it's a little wild, right? It's a little bananas. So yeah, I think that it'll. I mean, he's a horror legend, Robert, England. So it's like, or England, kind of the animatronic side of things. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it'll have an interesting twist on sort of the beloved tales that we're all very used to. So I think it will snag a lot of eyeballs. I think so.
I feel like it really could. I mean, these Winnie the Pooh movies and all that have done pretty well, actually. The Blood and Honeys and all that, and they keep doing more. Like the fact that we have like the Bambi thing, and then we have like the Tinkerbell, and then we have how many? There's more of these, GR. There's the Tigger one coming too, and then there's another Pinocchio, and they're all going to team up and be some
catchphrase, Brian. If it bleeds,
the Pooniverse.
Bleeds.
If it bleeds, it leads, right?
Right. So it's like that's why Netflix.
That's a nightly news lead, isn't it? If it bleeds, it leads.
Yeah, it is a news.
Yeah,
news.
Is that what it is? Is that really? Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh hell yes, Brian.
Yeah. Yep.
I say about this though, I saw Touchy Ghost was saying out there too. The fact there is like the animatronic, that's something different than they were doing the other ones. Before it's like a really cheap mask they use for Winnie the Pooh, and even the Mickey Mouse one, Mickey's Mouse Trap. That one looks like really cheesy, but at least this one, it looks like they're spending some money on it. And they got Robert Englund coming on too. I'm surprised that. Are you surprised that Freddy Krueger's gonna be playing Pinocchio's voice?
No, he'll play Freddy Krueger. He'll play anything.
Well, I mean, also like, I mean, he's known to be this like villainous voice, right? So I think that might put some more butts in the seat, don't you think?
No, I think I don't think they're making any serious money because they're taking childhood, not fantasies, but childhood stories that everybody grew up with and turn them into shit.
All the time, GR. They do that all the time.
You're not going to see me in any of these, in any of them.
I know you hate all this stuff, GR. I know you hate all this stuff. And so as they're making anti-villains in the heroes and all that, or anti-heroes in the heroes, it's crazy. Look at this. Lexi was saying Pinocchio is a young boy. That's the other thing too. They have an adult man playing a young boy's voice, which is kind of interesting. Maybe it could have been Chalamet playing the voice. They could never afford Chalamet. They never afford Chalamet to be Pinocchio. That's all I'm saying. Never. But the other thing too, GR, that Penguin show, you were saying that too, like you'll never watch that. And they've been really playing him off the kind of a hero, but apparently now towards the end they're gonna actually make you be like, yeah, he's a psychopath and he's a villain. Like you're gonna know he's a villain. So that's the route. Maybe they'll go with this stuff too, because these are all big bad villains that are be destroying people, just like Diddy destroying people's lives allegedly.
Oh my God.
But there's no winning angel with these numbers.
In there, Brian. That was a good save.
I have to keep throwing the allegedly in there. I have to do it. Angela, do you think there's any saving the film industry? We see these numbers come in. They're spending millions of dollars on these movies and no one's seeing it. Is it going to change?
Like we're talking about
Walking down the street, pretty woman, the kind I like to meet.
All right, I got that off.
I feel like when you just randomly throw that in there. I mean, are you talking about like with Tom Hanks and stuff like?
Yeah, with Here, like that's $20 million, big cast. Zemeckis got behind it.
I think it's a cool concept for the movie. I think it's awesome. I mean, I'm gonna go see it. So, yeah, I mean, it depends too, like where they allocate like budget for marketing. I mean, that's a big thing, right? When you're marketing a film, does it already have a presence? Are people in? Does it have more of a niche? Like, and that's what it seems like a little bit. I don't know, maybe to some extent, but it's basically like it's like the span and the spectrum of life, right? And like showing like where everything kind of originated from, right? And how it, kind of transcends and goes through time. So I feel like that would really resonate with anybody, but I would think that it seems like it's probably maybe more like, I would say like maybe more middle-aged people maybe like it. Maybe, I'm just taking a wild hunch here. Like, I mean, I don't know what you guys think in the chat. You can let me know if you've even heard of Here with Tom Hanks. Anyone wants to chime in? But yeah, what are your
advertising?
Thoughts? It's pretty neat. Yeah, I mean, it's always marketing, and it's like it's got a huge cast. Do you like the storyline of it? I mean, are you?
To me, it's fascinating. I really want to see it. I thought it looked good. It's just, again, cast 2 on top of that. But but then, you hear this, you're like, I just feel like it comes down to the marketing. Like we've said multiple times, like they're not really putting it out there for these projects. So people don't even know they're coming out. And I was like, oh, it's already out this weekend? I had no idea it dropped this weekend either, because they just kind of haven't been pushing it. Usually you see that big last push.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's already out this weekend. I had no idea it dropped this weekend either, because they just kind of haven't been pushing it. Usually you see that big last push.
Yeah. I think I saw.
Yeah,
I'm not. I
nothing.
mean, over the course of like the last, usually like within 4 weeks, you're definitely pushing it hard.
Yeah.
They didn't really do it much. I saw it maybe twice in ads. I didn't see much for marketing, and I was really surprised. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah. Shocking, right?
yeah, it just didn't really. I don't even think. I mean, so far, I mean, it's obviously this came out, but I don't even think it had that high of marks. But we'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
it's interesting, but yeah, it
It's not getting.
might be better on like when it. I mean, again, it hits the streamer, which I know it's not what people they don't want initially, but it might do better there, right? They might see more eyes on it, in that capacity where it's like in a discounted rate at like $5.99. Who knows? But I don't know. I think it's interesting. I think people should go see it. It's definitely like a beautiful, like, multi-generational like story of a family and a couple and, kind of going over the course of like what I think it's like a century or something.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. It's like when they first build the house and all their lives. It looks
yeah,
fascinating.
all the warm,
But
all the
that costs money.
feels. Yeah, it definitely. When I saw the trailer, I thought it had all the feels. It had all the warm. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of like, oh, that's beautiful. All those moments. You know what I mean? So definitely, like, it's like it seems like a touching, like heartfelt, film that I think might be nice for people that are looking for something a little different than blood and guts.
Blood and honey. Yeah, right. But
Yeah.
that's too
So,
like those are cash grabs, like Lexi was saying in the chat too. I saw people saying low budget affairs. Jackal saying that too. That's what it is. They're like low budget,
yeah, low budget, and maybe they didn't really
super
have
cheap. They spend like
yeah.
$1 million, $2 million, and
But
then
I
they
like
make that
those
money back,
films,
no
though.
problem.
I
Some
like
of them,
those,
it's 50,000, 100,000. I think one of them was 100. They can be fun.
Some of
They can be
those are
fun.
some of those are the best movies, though, too. I mean, truly, some of those, just the small budget, are some of the best films, like that you could watch. Like you don't have to have some crazy wild budget. Like it doesn't have to be over $1 million or two. You can do really amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many independent films.
Isn't $1 million low budget nowadays?
Well,
It
yeah, I
is,
mean,
GR. It is.
what is that? What'd you say, GR?
$1 million's definitely
low budget now.
Yeah, I know. That's not.
Consider what, 300 million, 200 million is
Yeah,
the norm.
that's like a
low.
average.
That's
Yeah, I mean that's
everything's like up there now. Everything's up there. GR, we do have a winner of hot takes, but before I go to that, GR, your ex-wife can't stop working, man. Maybe you guys should have stayed together. I don't know.
No,
like,
hell
are you a little
no.
upset about that?
Can you imagine rolling over and looking at that in the morning?
What's that? What'd you say, GR?
I said, you imagine waking up to that in the morning?
No. Oh, I take it you guys aren't friends. Like you.
No.
Well, we've been divorced 36 years, and I've said
Oh.
exactly 12 words to her since.
Like legitimately
that's
12 words, like you count.
Yeah.
Well,
That's crazy, but you don't need to, right?
Off camera that have nothing to do with the show, so
Yeah.
I won't go into that.
yeah.
Well, well, we appreciate that to have you here, GR, and we appreciate you talking about your ex-wife. It can be difficult sometimes, so we appreciate it. So thank you for sharing with us. But we do have a winner. We do have a winner of hot takes. Congratulations,
I know
everybody.
who it is. I already know who it is.
Are you watching? Are you watching? We do have a winner. Let's find out right now, everybody. Thank you all for voting for hot takes, and our winner and hot take master for this Monday edition of Kruse Control is the Thirsty Daddy, GR Waters. Congratulations, GR.
Thank you.
What do you want, man? Awesome.
Sorry, I don't do the as good as you.
No,
I know. I haven't
great
done
hot
that.
takes across the board.
Good job, GR. See,
Thank
it's
you.
actually, I don't have enough husbands.
I'll thank the viewers. That's
Nope.
what I should thank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good job.
thank the
guys.
viewers. God, thank the viewers.
You picked the right guy.
Thank you, viewers.
Right one. I mean,
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
you picked the right hot taker.
You know it.
But thank you all for being here. Thank you for voting. Great hot takes one more time across the board. But there's a lot going on and always. And somebody that's coming back, which I kind of saw this writing on the wall, but let's talk about it. Armie Hammer's coming back. Can we talk about Armie Hammer? So after all of these allegations came forward with Armie Hammer, now, he is coming back to his first movie since all the allegations came forward. Now, this is one of those things, too, that I was like kind of shocked about, but also not, because his case was thrown out over here in Los Angeles. It was all thrown out. The DA came forward with LA District Attorney, and the LAPD came forward and they declined to pursue criminal charges against him, citing insufficient evidence, and he remains without representation, though, other than his lawyer. So when this happened, though, he lost everything. If you don't know what happened to Armie Hammer before, he hasn't acted in 3 years, more than 3 years actually, following his 2021 sexual assault allegations. Now, bunch of his exes came forward talking about cannibalism, saying he wants to eat them, talking about like just biting them and doing some weird kind of odd sexual like pursuits that they didn't like and they were uncomfortable with. They go on a vacation and there was like 3 or 4 women that came forward and they were saying that there was sexual assault happening and abuse. And there's this whole thing. He's dropped by publicists, dropped by his agents, everybody dropped him. And now he is coming back. It's just like the Kevin Spacey thing. He's coming back. Yeah, he never knew he left. Well, yeah, 3 years. 3 years. He actually said he had to sell all of his vehicles because he couldn't afford to put gas in his truck, and he had to get new vehicles, and he can't afford anything. He said he was broke. He started a podcast now, too. But he will star in Frontier Crucible now. It's his first project back. It's a period western from director Travis Mills. And we're not sure who he's playing, but the whole project will star Thomas Jane. It centers around an ex-soldier reluctantly teaming up with outlaws, a woman, and her injured spouse as they navigate the perilous Arizona frontier in the 1870s in desperate bid for survival. But again, no word who he's going to play. Director says they're pumped to have him back. He's got to be super excited. I saw was the Racer X say he's hungry. This is one of those things I kind of expected him coming back, but again, like there's still people coming out there saying that he shouldn't be getting his job back. Captain Action, if you saw, GR were talking about this earlier.
I've heard a lot.
Yeah, but a lot, right? Right, Angela? A lot of people, but he was in Lone Ranger, the Lone Ranger reboot with Johnny Depp. That was a big one for him. The Social Network, of course. He played the twins in The Social Network. He was in his last movie was in one of the Nile, with the murder mystery ones in the Nile. What the heck was that one called? But he was popping up.
Death on the Nile.
The Orient Express one, Death in the Nile, yeah, that one, the sequel to that, and that was they took him out of the advertising. The movie bombed. They knew that was going to happen because all the allegations came forward. But I kind of thought he'd come back. I thought he would. No, he's been really saying some stuff on his podcast now about how he's been dead to Hollywood and he's producing his own project too on top of this, trying to come back. But I kind of knew this was going to happen. I kind of saw it. But is it a good thing? What do you think there, Angela? Do you think that this writing was on the wall for this because most of the cases were thrown out? Or do you think, again, that there should be more, looked into him and that this is probably happening too fast?
Well, I mean, the people will always let you know, right? I mean, so you can have something thrown out. It doesn't mean you're innocent, right?
Yep.
Of anything, right? Our judicial system is extremely flawed, but maybe he had a good attorney that maybe some people got, an agreement or had an arrangement, and so therefore it was thrown out, right? So who knows what happened there? But it all, it's sometimes, obviously if people have, that type of situation, it's not going to come to light because they can't talk about it since it'll be in perpetuity. But other people might say stuff, it's hard to come back from that from that. He is he's a talented actor, sure, but in terms of like character and multiple people saying things, it's tough when you have multiple people coming and saying, stuff about somebody that seems pretty, I don't know, it's similar. Like it's just tough. So
it's like the Diddy stuff we've been talking about too.
Right.
It's like
like maybe there's more people and it's just, it's on a hush hush situation. So I don't know. It doesn't look good. It's not good, but if he's gonna try and make it back, I don't know. It takes him a while.
I don't think it's gonna be like this.
Times again. I don't know. What?
I don't think it's gonna be like that fast. I think he's gonna have this movie, of course, but I don't know if he'll be like quick, you know. And that's the chat about the biters. I don't know if he's a biter, but apparently he does talk about devouring his girlfriends and eating them and some kind of weird cannibalism kind of stuff. That's what people were saying, and you know, and these are all allegations.
Is he like taking a part of them out? I don't know if he's eating it. Like,
well, I just think he likes to tie them up and bite them and stuff.
Oh, like like draw blood or something out of them. Like that's weird. I know that was weird. When I heard that, I was like, okay. I mean, it's not far fetched. There's weird ass people out there that do crazy stuff, you know, that are into certain things. So,
are you even a fan of him, though, Angela? Do you think that is he a big enough star to even come back? You think?
I think he just kind of got his feet wet. You know, he was sort of. I mean, he wasn't really like The Social Network was probably maybe and like. Where was the, I forgot the film where he was, isn't that oh God, what was the film where I think he was like, he was like gay or he would have a lover or something. There was,
wasn't it him and Timothy Chalamet or something too? I keep throwing Chalamet out there.
Yeah, Timothy Chalamet, yeah. I think, I don't know what film that was though. Is that one where he had like an Oscar nomination or?
Call Me By Your Name, right? That's what it was?
Yeah, I think it was Call Me By Your. I should have looked at my phone. Call Me By Your Name. Yeah.
Call Me. I think it was him and.
I mean, he started to show more like dynamic, I think, depth after like The Social Network. In his family, obviously, is very well known. So, Armie Hammer, right? Products.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, I don't think he's really bootstrapping to get gas in his truck. Okay. Sorry, I don't have a hard time.
That's what he was trying to say.
That. What?
He was trying to say he's so broke. He was like, I'm so broke.
Right, that you like live in your crazy mansion and you have. Dude, look at who's broke on Skid Row. Okay, those people are broke and homeless.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean, you're not broke and you're fine.
What he's doing is called whining.
It's called complaining, whining. He's families are like millionaire or gajillionaires. They're fine. So I'm certain. I'm certain he was getting fed. Like.
Yeah, I can't. I don't really buy it. I see like Eraser X was saying GR about like devouring. What was that comment right there about devouring your girlfriend? Isn't that every guy? Do you think this is a little bit more serious than that though, GR?
Well, as my beautiful partner said, our system is flawed. But the bottom line is they didn't prosecute the guy. And I'm sorry, I don't think he's that great an actor. To me, he's B-level at best. He's not an A-lister.
Maybe like
every movie I've seen him in. How do I put this politely? It sucked.
Yeah, you're a big fan of Lone Ranger, weren't you? Big fan.
Oh, that was one of the worst. To take an old term, one of the worst wastes of celluloid ever filmed. I mean, it's terrible.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
It's ashamed that they made it.
Yeah, I think Johnny Depp playing like the Native American role too was just like, I love Johnny Depp, but it was weird.
It was Depp's worst film ever.
I thought like Depp should have been the Lone Ranger. That would have made more sense to me. I feel like, but when I first heard he was signed on, that's what they played.
Played the Indian. What a concept!
Yeah, right. What a concept. You're right. They could have done that, but they didn't. I mean, that was different times. I feel like they were at back time. They weren't even thinking about that sometimes when that movie came out. But that's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate because again, that's a massive character. It's like that. Recently I saw a trailer for it. I never saw this, but I saw that they brought this called Tiptoes or Tiny. It was Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman plays a it was Peter Dinklage is in it. He's like playing a little person. It was like the freaking craziest thing though too. It's like
love Peter Dinklage.
And it's like but Peter Dinklage should have been the main character, and they have Gary Oldman. They're like making him a different. It was the weirdest movie ever, weirdest thing ever. And I'm like, what is this movie? But it's like just hire people that are fit for the role, But that's a whole different bag of worms right there. I would say I just don't think that people really missed Armie Hammer in general. I feel like they didn't. I don't think he was that big of a star like we're saying here too. And I don't think like, you know, his career was like, oh, we have this. Oh, it's a big shock like Johnny Depp. You know. Sorry,
Yeah,
Armie
like,
Hammer,
well,
but I
like
just don't see
Lexi's
it.
saying, I mean, you know, your acting isn't relevant to the charges, right? So, like, I get the whole letting him come back. She's saying just shows the continued issues we have in this industry where we excuse bad behavior and reward it. It's true. So, I mean,
If he didn't get convicted of anything,
what?
how did she get away with saying his bad behavior? We don't know it was a bad
Well,
behavior. I'm not defending the guy. He
yeah,
could be a total dirtbag, but
yeah,
the LAPD, which investigates the hell out of this kind of crap, said there's nothing.
yeah.
Come here,
Yeah,
move on. They did.
that's they said
So
there was
the guy
nothing there.
has
And that's what he keeps saying. Gr, he's like, I've been cleared.
He
Yeah,
wasn't
I
cleared,
don't
but he wasn't charged. So in
Yeah.
their mind, nothing happened.
Right.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it didn't, which we know that too.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Angela. It doesn't mean
Mhm.
it didn't.
right.
But he
But
didn't get convicted of anything.
right.
So
No.
he deserved to have, at least he has the right to have his career back.
No.
I
and
also agree
right.
though too. It's like the people that are problematic. It's like we keep giving them other chances though too. There's also that. It's like there's so many actors that
Yeah.
haven't had a chance. You know.
Yeah. Like people who would never do
But-
this crap at all. Like they'd be just like, or
Yeah.
not even be accused of this kind of stuff by people. They'd just be out there trying to do their, do the best job that they can as an actor and that are actually
yeah.
deserving
Yeah.
of it too, not just like, I don't want to be like rude because like, people are always tied to like big families, you know what I mean? That just tend to like, I know so many people that just come from well-off families and they have like the ability to like, oh, let me just go off and, carry my dream of, being a director and like, I'll start a production company and do all this stuff, right? Because it's just, you have the money, you can do it. There's so much you can do when you have money. So when you come from a family like his, I mean, it's like, you can buy your way into opportunities, right? Like being a producer for a film, get money
You got
there.
more money than,
But-
King Midas, for Christ's sakes.
What?
Because he got more money than King Midas.
Yeah. I mean, I have some of their I have like some of their baking soda in my house. That's what we're talking about. And I've got some of their washing suds. So, I mean, like, all right, this shit works. But like, I've contributed
Yeah.
to their.
Yeah, I like the Queen said he's in another bad remake. He was in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Another.
Yeah, he
bad-
was.
Yeah. They could have gone.
Well,
a different
he's been
direction,
trying.
guys. They could have gone a different direction probably with somebody else. I mean, I'm not going to be a. I'm not going to be a. I don't know. Sure, I don't know. People can think he deserves his own comeback or something. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's going to have to earn a lot of trust back from people. I don't know, but I feel like who you are will always inevitably show, right? If this crap comes back around again, where people start saying stuff, then I mean, it's most likely this is true. I mean, I'm sorry, but public opinion starts to win favor. It doesn't matter what a judge or anyone else says. It's like that ends up being right, as we've seen so many times in other court cases and stuff not going on. It's public opinion that matters the most. That's what sways everything.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, that can just ruin somebody's career. It's just, you can think something, do something, and if people feel that way about you, it's just hard to get booked. Because at the end of the day, a studio looks at you and says, "Well, that's not going to make us money, so we're not going to hire that person." And that's just part of the business. And it's unfortunate if someone is innocent. Like Johnny Depp has been trying to clear his name to come back too. It's like, but it takes time. It takes time. Public opinion goes a long way.
Yeah. Well, he needs to get, for starters, an extremely great brand reputation specialist to come in and help clear up his name and clean that up. He needs that. So if he wants to get anywhere, that's just, I mean, whoever is working with him, if anyone is, if he's still been dropped, but that's what he would need on top of like a publicist is, a part of the mix of that. But you need a real strategic, savvy brand reputation management organization to come in and really help like kill the damage that's been, or rebuild his character and everything to this is to the community, because I think everyone's just thinking he's a weirdo.
Yeah, that's the problem. You're right.
We're not
You need a good branding team. Yeah, Queen said too. He didn't really do anything. It's like that thing. Like according to what we've heard, he hasn't done anything. But we're gonna have to wait and find out. Do we think that he's gonna have this big career still now? What do you think? Big career? Yay or nay? I'm like this too. I feel like he might do a few more movies, but
like again, they brushed it off. So it's like this is when it's like this is. I mean, how many other actors and producers have been accused of stuff in the past? Got away scot-free with they weren't convicted, whatever. And then later down the line, they end up getting busted. So it's like, I feel like in Hollywood, it's kind of like, if you're going to make me money, I'll put you in. That's kind of my theory of it. It's like, if you make me money, I'll put you in. I don't care if you bit someone's face or their shoulder.
Jeremy Piven.
What?
Jeremy Piven, he's popping up a bunch now too. He's another guy that he was like a lot of allegations. I saw that fool work on Entourage. I saw that man. So he was definitely, but
yeah, he's got stuff. What?
Look, think back to the 50s. All these people that got blacklisted that weren't members of that communist party that was going to ruin Hollywood and all that bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big thing, GR. You're right. There's a huge thing.
It goes both ways.
Yeah.
I mean,
it does.
Not to take anything away from what you said, Angela, because you're right.
Yeah.
But there are dirtbags that keep working, but there are also innocent people that aren't working. So,
Yep.
Oh, I know.
That's a very valid point. It happens to a lot of people. Yeah. And it can be like that, and then your career's done. Like we were saying, the public opinion is a big thing, and it can just ruin your career, or it can make your career. That's what it comes down to. Right. But we'll see. What do you guys think out there? Will Armie Hammer have this big A-lister career, or will he just kind of be like, coasting along, moving on? Because again, it's a long time to keep building that back. We'll see. We'll see. But somebody else that's got to figure out their career too, everybody doing great on YouTube. Lots of allegations coming forward, and now the police over in the UK are saying, prosecute the man? Oh, can we talk about Russell Brand and Kruse Court? Come on. So Russell Brand's another one, everybody. So Russell Brand has been being looked into for a while now over in the UK, but police detectives investigating Russell Brand have decided in historic allegations to push forward and ask prosecutors to consider bringing criminal charges up against him. Now, this is something that just broke today, actually. And the BBC was reporting this too. And this went down September of 2023. The investigation started with the Sunday Times, the Times, and Channel 4. And they were looking into this because a bunch of allegations came forward from 4 women that accused him of sexual assaulting them and abusing them back in his heyday when he was the big guy, the Sarah Marshall days, when he was just blowing up everywhere, Arthur, all that time. But even one of them was 16 years old at the time. We talked about this show before. There was an allegation of a background person who he had pushed up against the bathroom, apparently, and she allegedly said that he had raped her in there, and then she cried, but no one did about it. Production kicked her off set and just sent her along her way. So these cases have been going up for a while. It's been building for months. Yeah, Russell Brand. And, he blew up on YouTube with his own podcast. Went off, then it went over to Rumble, and then back and forth. So he's made a name for him on the YouTube spectrum, and that's the woman came forward saying that he was a voice, and they had to have it out there so people know who he was. So they didn't come after him. They waited years and years and years to come forward. But there must be enough evidence now that the police are saying, hey, this is worth the prosecution looking into. And these allegations have been denied by Russell Brand. But are they true or are they not true? We'll have to wait and find out in the court of law. It's another person. That sounds a lot worse than Armie Hammer. You're right. The thing is, the police are saying there's something wrong here. So we got to discuss this in Kruse Court, everybody. This Russell Brand thing's been building. It's been building. It's been quiet for a few months. I think it first broke earlier in 2023. Earlier this year, we heard a little bit more allegations came forward too, and it hasn't gone to court yet. But it sounds like if they're saying like prosecute the man. Oh, I think it's that far away. I think this will be happening within the next week or so, that some kind of case will be charged. But let's find out. I'm going to put GR on the stand. GR, Thirsty Daddy. I want the truth, GR. I want the whole truth, the whole truth that you have. So help you, Thirsty Daddy. Give me the truth. I'll put you on the stand, GR. You promise to tell me the truth?
Sure, I'll tell the truth, but until
Do you
I
think that
see
charges
what-
are coming?
Oh, I think they're going to come, but until I see the evidence and hear what actually happened, both sides, I'm like, I think he's a dirtbag. He was a drug addict. I mean, that was well known. So
Yeah.
could he be a sleazeball? Probably.
Well, that was the whole thing, GR. When he was like at that time, you're right. What you said is very, very true. During that time, he was doing a lot of drugs. He said that too. Like he doesn't remember a lot of that time too. So, but he still says he didn't do this.
Katy Perry too at that time. Didn't she like leave him?
Oh yeah, he was getting. Katy Perry left him. That
Yeah.
was a whole thing that went down with him as well.
Yeah.
And his life kind of fell apart. And he has a new wife and everything else now. And he seems like he's in a good spot. But like your past will always come back to haunt you.
Yeah.
It just will.
Oh, dear.
If this is true, if it's
Yeah.
true, again, allegations. But the fact that the police, Angela, are coming forward and saying, "Hey, investigate this guy." How are you feeling about this? Like, GR, do you think that there's case moving forward soon, or do you think that this, again, we don't have enough information. We got to wait to find out. But I'm going to put you on the stand, Angela. I want the truth and the whole truth. Nothing but the truth. You're in Kruse court. I want the truth.
Where's I have to have.
What do you think?
Where's the Bible app?
We need a Bible. We need a Bible.
I am. Well, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I mean, again, there's been a lot of talk about him and his. I mean, over the years, so it's not like this is nothing new. I mean, now that obviously, I don't want to say that the situation doesn't like underscore, like, I don't think, the importance of due process, because obviously you need to have, all the evidence there. It sounds like they're gathering quite a bit from the Crown prosecution. So, yeah, maybe it's just a matter of time before that bomb drops on him, is what it sounds like to me. Because you think all these like little people in life, if you're going around on set and you're trying to hook up with the background people. I mean, and I hate calling people background. I mean, I think they're more than that. I mean, they contribute to the film. You need them. I think they're more important than just background. But I hate when like people get taken advantage of. It bugs me so much. Like, it's just shit. Like, and I'm just I allegedly taken advantage of, I guess, but we've just all been around all this stuff, so it's tough. I mean, I can't say that he's heard the rumors, have heard the allegations against him, and I don't know. I think something's gonna drop. It sounds like they've got their case is building against him, so good luck.
It seems like it's only a matter of time, right? It seems like it's only a matter of time. It feels like that. It does. Yeah. And I know he's been like, fighting this for a while, saying no, he put a video out immediately when this dropped before, and he kept going back and forth, be like, these are not true. But then again, there was a time, and I don't like the background thing there, background actors, we call them, they were extras before. I've done that job a million times myself.
Right.
Very important to the production, but sometimes you get treated like shit. It just happens sometimes. It's very unfortunate. I think that's kind of what they're saying, like that. Well,
yeah. Sorry. Oh, I've been background.
No, go for it.
I mean,
Go for
and I've helped like the second director, like with the film. Like I wasn't even, I was just supposed to be background, and I ended up like assisting on this one film, like literally he was like, oh, like tell me more. Like, so we started like talking about the different scenes and that I was in and stuff. And he was kind of like, okay, that sounds really, it was, I mean, honestly, it was a little odd, but like the way it ended up working, but I guess I'm a vocal person and it was receptive. So yeah, I mean, you never know what can happen on a set. I mean, with the, if you have some good opinions or whatever, but yeah, I've been in, you never know what happens. I mean, background people are important. Like for instance, in that scenario for me, it turned out to be a really great opportunity. And then I ended up getting other gigs from that and, like working with other people. But yeah, I just, I spoke my mind, I spoke my truth and it ended up working out. But nonetheless, background people are a very, critical,
pivotal
to a film, and
you don't have a show without the background.
You don't do shit without background. So What are you gonna do? Just have
Yeah.
like a blank canvas, or I mean, now you can AI generate people. So like, you can AI generate your.
They're trying. They're trying that, but the thing is, though, too, it's like their guidelines say that we have to keep a certain amount of people, which we have to do. We have to try to keep that, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like Russell Brand. I feel like there's just more. There's got to be more that we haven't heard about this yet. The fact that the police are pressuring the prosecution, which I don't really ever heard that happening that often. Like it's like you know this whole thing.
I've never heard Scotland Yard come out and say charge somebody. I mean,
that's what I was going to ask you, GR. You're from that area. Is that a thing? I was going to say, 'cause I have no idea.
In the 7 years I've been watching the British judicial system, I've never seen them come out like that, because everything that goes on in the British court system is sealed during the trial. So, and even this is unprecedented.
Well, yeah,
there's something.
I think they must really think this dirtbag is guilty.
Yeah,
or they wouldn't be.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it feels like. That's why I keep thinking, I'm like, oh, there's got to be something big here. The fact that, and he's been fighting, but there's got to be something big for them to come forward and say, hey, charge this man. You know, usually the prosecution will be like, yeah, we're going to charge it based off that, not be pushed by them. So it's the Arthur movie, it was all right.
Yeah. What? Sorry.
He said some all right stuff. That Arthur movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't change. It doesn't matter how good he was in those movies. I think he was, decent. Yeah. He was great in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I think he's a talent. I think he did his whole thing, or he was like kind of like dancing and doing his kind of like crazy kind of like Jim Carrey feeling at times. But I just don't think that this is going to go well for him. That's all I'm saying.
He's okay. He's kind of he's like, I thought he was sort of funny, and then he was kind of annoying. Like some of his stuff seemed a bit like to me.
I think
like
Dr. Jekyll didn't particularly think much of it.
Yeah. Well, it didn't do that well either. It just didn't do that well. Really. So I get that.
I mean, he has his moments. He has his moments where he was a funny, actor and stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know. Sometimes I just got like burnt out from him. I was like, all right, you're annoying. Move on. Like I'd like to see, you know what I mean? He has like the same.
Well, it's like a lot of people too that have that too. They burn out. You know what I mean? There's too much.
It's just not. There's nothing dynamic about him. He's just the same.
He's Medicore. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not a star.
Mm-mm.
GR says
he's not a star.
Mediocre.
He's mediocre at best. Like no.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might. He's got some zingers. That he likes to throw out. But like, I don't know. I don't think he's anything that's like to write home about. But yeah. But I hope if they really
Captain Action would not want to meet him in a dark alley.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't think he would be able to do much in a dark alley. I think you'd probably take him, Brian.
Maybe I can take him.
If you meet him in a dark alley.
Can Hadouken him. Hadouken! I'll take him out.
I mean, it might be kind of, yeah. I mean, he just, to me, is just, I hope if there is something against him, it sounds like they're building up quite something there. So I hope if he's guilty of this stuff, I hope they get him out of here and get him where he belongs. Behind bars.
Yeah. Behind bars. And I think he's in a fight tooth and nail. But I do think that there's something happening, everybody. So what will happen, we'll keep you posted. But I think in the court of Kruse, everybody, I feel like
guilty?
I feel like he's guilty. Come on. I feel like he's guilty, everybody. So Russell Brand, whatever's happening with you, I know you're going to fight this, you're going to try to figure it out, but overall, like, if these things are coming forward, you better get some good lawyers together and work out some stuff, because it's not going to be great at the end of the day. Look at what happened with, we just talked about Armie Hammer recently, look what happened with Kevin Spacey, look at what happened with Harvey Weinstein, look what's going on with Diddy, all these people, all these allegations. I think it's going to come back and get you. I think it will. So hopefully, if these things are true, there is justice for these women that came forward, these four of them, and if not more, because we don't need people like this. We don't need sleazeballs. We need people doing this. We need to take care of people, protect them, especially on set. So I have to say that again.
Clean house.
Clean house. Get rid of all of them. And I thought we were done with Game of Thrones, but apparently, everybody, we're getting a feature film based off Game of Thrones. Is it a continuation? Is it going to have Jon Snow back? We're going to find out in our featured story of the night. Is it playing? My system's being weird. Did it play? I don't know if it played. Did it play? I think it played.
It did not play. Do you
My,
have the...
well, it's played, but I just couldn't hear it. My system's being weird tonight, everybody. But I want to talk about Game of Thrones because Game of Thrones is moving forward in a feature film. Now, they're extending the Game of Thrones universe, the franchise. Preliminary discussions just started, so this is very early on. Very, 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 very early on. No cast, no director, nobody else involved between them and the studio. I mean, of course, we're going to have George R.R. Martin involved with this too, and they will be moving forward with this franchise, try a continuation of this. Now, they were going to do movies before. The idea was before they're going to do like 3 movies to finish it off, but then that didn't happen, of course, because HBO was like, we're a brand, and we want to keep it to the HBO brand, the Max. We're streaming thing. It's high quality. We're not going to go to movies. We don't want to sell that off. But something's been changing. You can call it the stuff with the Penguin, maybe. You can say maybe with that Batman universe, with how streaming's changed. Maybe that's what we're talking about. Again, what's happening with movies in general. People aren't going to theaters. So maybe that's what's happening. I think this is going to be, now, the Jon Snow project got pushed. We do have the House of the Dragons going on. We have other spin-offs, but I feel like it's going to be the Jon Snow stuff. It has to be, guys. We have to continue that story. That's what they wanted to do before. They say Game of Thrones to me. That's where we're going with this, and hopefully they get the whole crew back together. Come on, Peter Dinklage. Make it happen, man. Bring them back. Bring those people back. I can't wait to see, because I loved where we were going with that. I think the ending, like all you probably think out there too, the ending could have been better. It could have been better. Like we kind of dropped the ball if you ask me. Sometimes the right thing to do in these things is just do the thing that's predictable, Jon Snow should have won. Jon Snow should have been sitting on the Iron Throne. That's just me saying that because, it was his story. It was totally his story. And then you're like, well, let's not do that. Let's put, let's fucking push him aside. Come on, guys. Just do what's right by the fans sometimes. Hopefully this does rectify it. I don't know. Or will be a separate spin-off thing. What do you think, GR? Think it'll be a separate spin-off, not attached to that world? Because I feel like it kind of has to be, right? Fans have been screaming about that ending, saying it wasn't good enough. Why are you doing this to us? We invested so much time. Do you think that that's what's going to happen? They're finally give back to the fans and make them have something that's worthwhile?
I don't know where the hell they're going to go with it. I'll be honest, Brian. I'm probably the worst judge of this because I am the only person in America, I think, that hasn't seen 1 second of that.
Oh my God, GR, no.
Not 1 second, GR?
No.
Oh man. Oh, it's good.
Sorry, it just didn't grab my idea of a show I wanted to watch.
Yeah.
Well, it's very interesting, GR. I feel like if you went back and watched it, you might really find something you love. You might, because there's some great stuff that happens.
Well, you ruined the ending. The right guy didn't win, so why go back and watch it?
See, that's how I feel. I feel like the right guy didn't win. I mean, it ended the whole thing. I feel like we could have had Jon Snow be on that throne. That's just me. I know a lot of people were mad about it, and I was kind of frustrated too, because I waited till.
Take it. That's my question for you, Brian.
But it was still I liked how they, they did it every, you could see every character and kind of how they evolved. I mean, there's a lot there. I mean, to me, this is almost like a Star Wars type. You could go on with this for almost ever, right? You could do the prequels, the sequels, the everything. I mean, start wherever you want to, and then just move. I mean, there's so many angles to go at this. So I think that they could do a film kind of like all the others have done. So it's like you could do Sex and the City went and did films, and now are back to a series, and it's like maybe that did good for them, but I don't know. With this, what do you think? I mean, I will watch it. I will watch the series. I will watch the movies. I'm an all-in Geo tier. So House of Dragons.
Me too.
Yeah.
So, Angela, do you think that the fans, right? But Angela, do you think that we should go back to the Jon Snow franchise though? Was that something you'd want to see, or do you think that again they already shit the bed on that? They don't want to touch it again.
Yeah, I think we could do the Jon Snow thing for sure. Yeah, why not?
I think that would incentivize the fan base to come back. Because I know they lost some fans over it.
Yeah.
I know they did.
Oh yeah, like with you mean the way it ended or what?
Yeah, the way it ended, I was like, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, what are you doing to us?"
Well, yeah, like when you watch that ending where he goes off to, you're kind of like, oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, I think so, absolutely. I think I think Game of Thrones fannies or fanners will come back. Fannies, fannies will
The
come back.
fannies.
Yeah, the fannies will come back and in droves. I mean, I'm one of them, so I will be right there front and center. I think other people will be too, but that is my opinion. Yeah, Peter Dinklage. They got to like get some of that.
So good.
Well, I mean, they have to cast like that, but you know, I hope they can get a lot of the original. That'd be great.
I hope they can too. And I see Dr. Jackal was saying about like what's Game of Thrones. You can check it out. It's an HBO Max HBO production. It takes place. There were four seasons we did, right? Or no, it's five seasons, right? And
It was
then it's
8. It was no Game of Thrones, like the
yeah,
series.
the OG. Plus there's House of the Dragon, of course, but the OG one was
I think
five seasons.
I think there was 8 seasons of Game of Thrones.
You
Right.
sure? But it takes place, and it's its own kind of world now, Westeros,
Yeah.
and it's like medieval times, and it's really a game about who's going to be the king at the end of the day. And so the first original part of it went through, and we found the king at the very end. And then now they have the prequel series called House of the Dragon. There's 2 seasons of that so far, which again, the second season was.
It was
It was
8
8.
seasons of GOT.
It
Yeah,
feels like it was 5 to me. I don't know why.
8.
It feels
and
like
then
that's
and then this one would be
That's
9, basically the House of Dragon. Yeah, they might
House of
start going off
Dragon.
on the houses. Like Houses Stark, and maybe they're going to start doing some, the main houses that I don't know actually matter, which
That
is
could be
really
cool, too.
Targaryen. Yeah, I don't know.
And they could jump way into the future. They can go, it could be a middle ground between, other seasons. It could be between the House of the Dragon seasons, maybe, or maybe
Yeah.
it could be something that's just so early on, like the story of like maybe like one of the first kings or something. They could go.
Yeah.
It's limitless, and
Yeah.
George R.R. Martin is still very involved with this. He's like very into it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This could be like a Star Wars situation where you're just like it's coming at you from all angles. But they've got their groupies, they've got their fans. They're not gonna. I mean, it's not. They know that it's gonna be profitable. It's gonna continue. You know what I mean? They just have constant angles where they can play off of them, so it's gonna work.
Yeah, that's the thing. That there's so many more opportunities they can go with this franchise, where they can build it and develop it, and the fan base is there. There's a lot of hardcore fans that will watch this. Medieval, or there you go, Queen characters about always backstabbing each other. You're right; they're always backstabbing each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tons of
they all want to be
backstabbing.
king. All different houses are fighting each other. Different different families will all want the throne. It's really fantastic. There's not much dragons in this one, but there are dragons in it. And then House of the Dragon, of course, has much more dragons. If you love the dragon stuff, it's cool. They're like riding dragons around Middle Earth and not Middle Earth, around Westeros, and they're freaking. I was confused. I was running some Lord of the Rings here too. Just
Maybe
blend
they'll
them all
be
together.
It'll be like
Yeah, maybe they'll be blended.
a predator and alien situation. It'll be GOT with like Lord of the Rings mixed together in Middle Earth.
Yeah, mix them up. That'd be
Yeah.
one big Middle Earth, medieval times. They'll throw a Knight's Tale in there too. We'll get this a big conglomerate of medieval times.
Oh my gosh.
I'm excited about it. I honestly heard this and I'm like, this makes sense. Why not, guys?
Yeah.
They're doing so much with Game of Thrones right now. Kind of like
Do
the
it.
Alien franchise. There's so much happening with it. It's like spin-offs and redos and reboots and remakes and continuations. And
I will always
we're
watch
never going to
the-
end this franchise.
Oh, yeah, I'll always
Me
watch
too.
the Alien franchise. I don't care if it's shitty or people think it's a bust. I mean, I still like them. I do. So I'm a fan of.
I'm
Ridley
100%
Scott.
about them too.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna be there.
And I love that Ridley Scott was like being all like, I'm not doing it anymore. But it's like, come on, Ridley Scott, you're doing more. And this was announced a while ago that he was doing another one. And then he's being so coy about it. It's like, come on, man. And of course, he's coming back now. And he was very involved with the Fede Alvarez one. He said he was like really excited about that one when Romulus was coming out. So I don't believe these guys sometimes. They want to be all cryptic and quiet about it. I'm like, you're lying to the fans. You're lying to the fans. Who
money and they take it.
Yes, they take that money 100%, GR. So Game of Thrones, everybody, it's coming. You ready for the movie? Are you excited about it? As we are, because I'm excited. I think it's fantastic. GR's going to get involved.
GR, you're going to go.
We're going to
get you caught up.
Watch it, buddy.
Come on. GR, come on. Peppy wants you to watch it. Come on.
Like I care about what Peppy wants.
I tell you what, Peppy says the shit nobody else wants to say.
Peppy, you know.
Yes, you do, Peppy. I agree with that.
Yeah, he does. But I know Peppy loved this too. I love it. He watched me the whole time. He's excited about it all the time. He's watching the dragons. He wants to ride them all the time like I do. And you know, it's going to be fantastic to see where this goes. It really will. So everybody, more Game of Thrones. Are you excited about it? Let us know, because honestly, HBO will make it happen. And George R.R. Martin will not stop, can't stop, will never stop. And this is like a big franchise for HBO. So keep it going. Right, Pep Star. Here we go. Anyways, everybody, thank you for being here on Kruse Control. As always, we appreciate you. Happy Monday. It was a fun show, a little intimate show for you today, and we appreciate you being here, joining us. Tell us some Game of Thrones. Yeah, yes. We got the core group right here. We appreciate you being here, as always. Thank you. Hope you had a great Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week, as always. But Mr. GR Waters, thank you for being here, GR, as always. Our thirsty daddy, our tech director himself. Hope you had a great time, GR, and happy Monday.
We had a lot of fun tonight.
The thirsty daddy.
Oh, that's right.
Can't stop, won't stop. And Angela, Angela, thank you for being back here on Kruse Control. As always, appreciate you. I hope you had a great time tonight.
Oh, always. So much fun. I love talking about all this entertainment juice. It's great.
There's so much juice happening.
Woman walking down the street, pretty woman, the kind I like to meet, pretty woman.
I had to do it. You know, you were wanting me to do it, GR. So I did it.
It's a thing. It's a thing
gotta
now.
have that. It makes my night.
So you can compare my woot woot to Julia Roberts when she does it and Pretty Woman when you watch it on TNT or wherever it is on your streaming network. Okay, thank you. Compare it. Let us know who's better. Appreciate it.
Right?
Thank you.
Let us know.
Peppy's got a woo. Good. Peppy, that's great.
Am I good? Am I just as good as JR?
You're better.
What do you think, Peppy?
Yes. Yeah,
Oh,
man.
yes.
Captain and action. See you later. Bye. Have a good one. Thanks.
Yeah,
for
well,
joining.
thank you for being here, and thank you all for being here, and thank you for keeping those numbers going up. As always, we appreciate you. Because of you, Kruse Control keeps growing. And but as always, you gotta keep those numbers going up. You gotta spread that word. You gotta tell your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your great grandmas and grandparents that flew down from Jupiter and Uranus, landed smack down in GR's backyard with his dog Kobe, having a great time. They're kissing. I don't know why they're kissing. They're kissing now, but that's fine because they subscribed to Kruse Control together because there's some weird stuff happening back there. They went across the block and they found some chinchillas and some squirrels and some beavers and some bears and some raccoons who are shady guys sometimes, but they become friends. Doesn't care if they're shady. They're big. They're fat. They're getting GR's garbage. It's fantastic. We love them so much. They bring the simple items around. The mailman sees that he's like taking pictures. He's TikToking that shit all day. He's subscribing because of that shit. It's great. It's all blowing up. Watch out for those kangaroos in your backyard that have those chickens that peck at your penis. They're crazy. But at the end of the day, they all subscribe as you can too. We appreciate you. Keep those numbers going up. And we'll get to 1 million before you know because of you guys. So thank you as always. Appreciate you. Happy Monday. Keep yourselves, keep the positivity. It's early in the week. I know it's going to be difficult sometimes. Great things are happening this week. It's going to be fine. We're all going to get through something that's happening very soon, and then new days are coming. So we'll see you. Yep, tomorrow. But we'll see you back on Wednesday. Go vote, everybody. If you haven't voted, vote. It matters a lot. Vote it up, and subscribe and like and do all that stuff if you can. That means a lot. Keep those numbers going. Anyways, until hump day, everybody. See ya.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Cause the Pep Star needs more snickety snacks. Cause I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.